Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to season number 2 of Coffee Time with your friend Brad, episode number 1, season fall 2018. If you're new to the YouTube series, the sensational series that has taken YouTube by storm, the idea is it's the morning after class. I've got a hot cup of coffee here. Actually, it's from a university I don't work for. It's Bellarmine, but they gave me a coffee cup and it was handy this morning. And I have some things I thought about last night on the way home, and I want to share those things with you. Some reflections that I've got connected to the idea of adult learning. Look, we covered a ton of ground last night. I was really impressed, and I know I speak for both Stacy and I that we were really impressed with the application of adult learning theory to your work and how we could take things like expectancy theory or the motivational theory. We take humanistic theory or transformational learning theory, transformative learning theory, the idea of disorienting dilemmas, and when we wrap our minds around all of that, and we come across this stuff every day, right? Last night. But here's what stuck with me, what haunted me on the way home last night. It was the idea that I can't impact this. So I have these demotivated students who are coming in. They're not prepared. They want to be spoon-fed. And I hear all that. I totally get that. I'm not dismissing that at all. But what I hope you see is the power that you have to nudge that behavior, to help someone see the value in the content, to teach in such a way that they cannot help but be engaged. And that is what the HPE curriculum is all about. That's what Stacy and I were kind of hoping to get to a place of last night. And there are three quick strategies that I want to give you. We'll talk more about this over the next couple of weeks, and I'll have some more reflections on this, some more coffee time with your friend Brad episodes that cover motivation. But there are 3 quick strategies that I want to give you. 3 things that you can implement today, small ball techniques that will, I think, change the overall emotional climate of your class. The first is to connect with your students by getting to class early or staying after a little bit to answer questions or to just be around, to be present. Sometimes your presence in the classroom is shifting for people. And so when we rush in at the last minute and we run into our lecture, we miss an opportunity to connect with our students, to say, hey, how you doing? What's going on today? That connection can transform and nudge students in directions because they don't just see you as this person who's at the front of the room talking for a couple of hours or for 50 minutes, but they see you as someone who cares and is invested in their career. And who doesn't want to be engaged with material when we believe that someone has our best interest in mind? I want to be with that person, right? That's the person I want to be with. So to the degree that you can, getting to class early or staying late may help with that engagement, right? To feeling safe and to see the meaning. The second is when you're getting ready to cover some material, to connect the dots of that material to something bigger. So what's the meaning of learning these codes? Or what's the meaning in learning these, Ashley was talking about heart murmurs last night and babies. What's the meaning of learning this? Why do you need to know this information? Sometimes, what we know from adult learning theory, that relevancy is particularly salient in the learning moment, right? And so we can't dismiss that in our own classroom. To the degree that we can connect moments of learning or lessons or what we're trying to teach that day to something larger, the meaning behind it, the connection behind it is to the degree that we can engage and motivate our students, right? Who doesn't want to be engaged in material that is literally life-saving or has the potential to shift the trajectory of a community or to move health disparities? Who doesn't want to be connected with that information? And so the emotions that come along with that can be particularly powerful. But you want to recognize that, right? Talk about them, and then move into your content now. So the first 2, class early to connect, and then connect the information that you're talking about to something that's bigger than just that isolated lesson. And the third is to show your enthusiasm. And I think this is maybe a place of uncomfortability for some folks. It can be for me at times, I know that. But I would encourage you to think about the degree to which you can share your enthusiasm for the material, and to do that in a way that's individual to you, that doesn't look like me, or that doesn't look like Stacy, or that doesn't look like other faculty members in our college or other people that you see, but how can you individually share your enthusiasm for the material? Look, you got into medicine for a reason. You got into dentistry for a reason. You got into public health. You got into nursing for a reason. So I would encourage you to think about those reasons and to connect back with those reasons, and then find a way to share them. Tell stories. Tell stories about your career. Tell stories about how you've connected this information. Don't be afraid to be yourself when you're teaching. Don't be afraid to share those stories and connect with that material in really, really relevant ways. It's going to help your students for sure. So much more to think about and to share around adult learning theory as we go through the next few weeks. Look, this is an amazing class. It's a complete honor to even be on this journey with you. Be on the lookout for a couple more episodes of Coffee Time with Your Friend Brad over the course of the next few weeks. But until then, I hope your coffee stays hot, even if it's in a cup from a university that you don't work for. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time.